Good morning, everybody. Respected judges, sir, Subhadipta sir, Durgesh Nandini madam, namaskar. Students, good morning, everybody. Now I will start. According to your name and serial number, one by one. First, again I am telling the number and name. First, Abhitos 114, Anurag, then 115. Accordingly, you have joined. So first, Abhitos. Abhitos, everybody, you switch on your video nicely. Your video should be displayed properly, and in audio, your microphone should be near your mouth so that it will be audible properly. And video, your project and project video should be displayed properly so that our respected judges can observe your audio and video both. And if PPT is there, initially we can also present. So now I will start. Abhitos Pradhan.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
A model is visible.
Respected judges, is it audible to you all?
Yes, madam. Good
Yes,
afternoon,
yes.
ma'am. It is
Good
audible.
afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, madam.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Yes, it is audible.
Oh, okay. It is audible, Abhitosh. You can start.
Yes.
Good
Good morning to respected sirs present over here. I, Abhitosh Pradhan of class 9C, I am going to today present one of my models, which is mostly based on earthquake. Throughout the world, many people are losing their lives due to earthquake. I couldn't develop a project how the people can save their property and all, but through my model, they might be able to save their life. There is a chance. Just see the PPT first. That the PPT is visible.
Yes, it is visible. Start.
Yes. So this is based on my model. My model, in this model, there is a,
Speak loudly.
in this model, it consists of a buzzer, an electric bulb, a bolt which is suspended with help of a copper wire which acts like a sensor to detect the earthquake. And the model will receive energy from solar panel. Now, let us see how it works. When an earthquake occurs, it shakes the ground. When the shaking of the ground will start, simultaneously the model will also start to shake. The copper wire which has suspended the ball will also start to oscillate. And while it oscillates, it is able to connect the circuit momentarily. Because of which there will be an alarm or we can say buzzer. It produces sound momentarily, and for extra protection, there is also an electric bulb which emits a green light when the circuit is completed. It will also glow momentarily. The people who were at home mostly, who are not aware about the earthquake, they can get aware so that in meantime they will be able to find a safe place to save their lives. Mostly if an earthquake occurs during the night time also, the buzzer will start buzzing so that all the people in the houses can get aware. The buzzer, the sensor, and all the things shall be kept underground. The buzzer and the electric bulb can be fitted in all the rooms so that the people will get alert. Now let us see the model. When I am checking my model, the green light is glowing along with the buzzer is producing such sound. Is the buzzer audible?
Yes, it is audible.
The faster I am checking it, the faster the bulb is glowing and the buzzer is producing the sound. At present, I didn't have a solar panel, so I have used a 9-volt battery here. When I am checking it, here the copper wire which is suspended with the bolt which is suspended with a copper wire, it is also oscillating and is completing the circuit in the meantime. The current is produced and it is making the buzzer to produce sound and the bulb to glow. So this is all about my project. It can help the people, especially at night when they are not aware about the earthquake. They can be made aware so that they can save their lives in the meantime. Thank you.
Judges can ask questions.
Yes. Okay, Abhitosh, you present very nicely, and your project is quake detector.
Yes.
Earthquake, how we are measuring earthquake? How we are measuring the earthquake? It is the wave is known as
Seismic waves through the help of seismic waves.
yes, seismic wave. How we are measuring, by which scale?
Seismo detector, something like that. I don't know exactly the name.
Okay. And on which principle your buzzer is working?
My buzzer is working on the principle of vibration.
Okay. And
When it
what
is
is the function?
vibrating, it is oscillating. Actually, you
Yes.
can see it is suspended here. It is
Yes,
actually oscillating, and when it is touching the safety pin, it is completing the circuit.
Yes, yes. Good, good, good. Very nice, Betty. Very nicely presented. Okay, sir.
Okay, Abhitas, thank you very much for a very nice presentation. Your concept is very good. Approach is very good. And already Madam has asked up to which Richter scale your model can measure and can give the alarm, because it is measured in Richter scale.
Yes, how any means the most lightest vibration they might not be measured, but as the means it will increase the vibration or the magnitude of earthquake will increase it will work more effectively. I have made like this.
Your model can be installed at which place? It can be worked for a community or in a small scale it can work. Or it's
Sir,
just a
it can
prototype.
work both at the large scale and in individual houses. It can be fit. I have made on that design. It will be set underground, and the buzzer and electric bulb will be inside the room so that the people can get out. It is mostly individual house.
For individual, for an apartment, large apartment, or for school buildings, can it be done?
Yes, sir. In a large apartment also, it can be kept underground, and in each of the rooms, one electric bulb and light can and buzzer can be there.
So what will be the cost for an individual
The
house?
cost that I can say that it might cost between up to 5,000, means the solar panel they might cost, sorry sir, not up to of course 5,000, it might take up to 20 to 50,000, it might take the solar panel in the solar panel, and this system, the solar panel will cost up to I think 10,000 or like that, and the system will not be very much. The system will be actually more up to 2,000, and of course the buzzer and the electric bulb they might be between 500 or like that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Nice model, nice presentation. Okay.
Thank you. Sir.
Okay, you can go now, Abhitosh. Our next participant is Anurag Arvind, number 115. Anurag Arvind. And here one more announcement. Please, participant, you just take 5 minutes for the explanation. And while explaining the project part, you must focus the camera on your project properly. Okay. Anurag Arvind, you can start now. Anurag.
Yes, ma'am. Am I audible properly?
Yes, yes, you are audible.
Okay. Hope everyone can see the screen.
Yes, visible. Start.
Yes.
Okay. Good afternoon, judges. Myself, Anurag, student of class 9, and today I'm here to show you a new, very innovative IoT project, that is home automation. So let's begin. So this is the content. First of all, we will be going through the introduction of IoT, then about the project objective, and we will be going through the microcontroller used in this project, that is ESP32, followed by the working principle, features, benefits, data execution, output, and we'll talk about the budget. So what is IoT? The full form of IoT is Internet of Things. It refers to a system of interrelated, internet-connected objects that are able to connect and transfer data over a wireless network without human intervention. 1 minute. So by means of low-cost computing, the cloud, big data analytics, and mobile technologies, physical things can share and collect data with minimal human intervention. Then we'll talk about this project. So this is the home automation project, in which we will be able to control as many appliances we have connected, along with the speed of the fan, humidity, temperature, and some other smart device hubs, using the smart IoT Arduino IoT cloud dashboard and Alexa voice assistant. In case of no internet, we will be also able to control it through manual switches. So this automation is the process of home appliances and other home functions, so that they can be controlled with your phone, computer, tablet, easily and remotely. We'll now talk about the microcontroller used in this project. So this is the ESP32, which is a series of low cost, low power consumption on a chip microcontrollers with integrated Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. In this project, we are using this microcontroller that can perform a complete of standalone system as a slave device to host MCU, reducing communication stack overhead on the main application processor. Now let's talk how this project works. The home automation is a network of hardware communication and electronic interfaces that will work to integrate everyday devices with one another via the internet. Through electronic interfaces, the devices can be managed remotely through controllers, either like a voice assistant, Google Assistant, Alexa, or using the smart apps like Blink, Arduino IoT Cloud, etc. So this all will be controlled. We will be able to control this all with a laptop, smart phone, tablet, remotely from anywhere. So let's talk about the principles. So mainly this works on the cloud. Is a very cloud-based project. So here the principles, we use sensors which can monitor changes in daylight, temperature, or motion detection. And the controllers that refer to the personal computers, tablets, or smartphones used to send the signals about the status of the automated features in our homes or office. And the actuators that may be the switches, motors, and the regulators to use it whenever we don't have an internet connection. They are programmed to be activated by a remote command from a controller. So in this project, this all the features are available, like the fire carbon monoxide monitoring, that is the air quality, thermostat control. We will be able to see the humidity, temperature, remote lighting control, appliance control, home automation, security systems and cameras, live video surveillance, alarm systems, real-time text and email alerts, also digital personal assistant integration, and keyless entry, through which we will be able to open the doors and all remotely. So if let's talk about the benefits. It provides remote access, that is we will be able to control the home from mobile devices, including the laptop, tablet. Comfort, as in comfort, the use of home automation to make your home a more comfortable, livable space. uh, Yeah, we will set up smart speakers to play music when you get home from work, or adjust your lights to soften or brighten based on the time of the day. For increased safety, smart fire detectors, carbon monoxide monitors, pressure sensors, and other home automation security features can help you to protect your home from disaster. In case of energy efficiency, home automations allow you to be more mindful of your power usage. For example, you can save on energy bills by reducing the length of the time that the lights stay on, or by lowering the temperatures when you leave a room. So this is the data execution process. So this all the lightning control, smoke detector, these are the appliances that are connected with the LAN manager. And further, this the ESP32, that is the IoT appliance, are connected. So these all are connected with the internet together, that is a cloud, and we will be able to remotely control the appliances using mobile phones, tablets, etc. And in case a situation comes where we don't have an internet connection, we will be able to control it by the APIs and actuators, that are the switches, regulators, etc. This data will be sent to the database, and further it will be given, the signal will be given to the appliances. So we'll see the actually output process. We'll now see, but actually in the morning my model was ready, but due to some problems, due to a small mistake, the relays were burned, due to which I will be not able to show the live model. So I'm very sorry for that. So this is how the project will work. We can remotely, from anywhere, we will be able to control the lights, also the fans, and some other smart hubs. And in case of no internet, we will be also able to use the switches. So the manual switches and the online cloud switches, they all are synced together with the internet connection. So let's talk about the budget. Now, if we talk that about the ESP32, it is very cheap to install in your homes, and it's easier to. For installing it, you may spend around $10, that is almost 750 rupees, to install this system at your home or office. If we compare it with Alexa or MI, or some other smart bulbs, which are Wi-Fi integrated smart bulbs, they will cost around 500 to 800 Indian rupees for a single bulb, and the tube lights cost even more. You need to replace that bulb with the present ones at your home or office. But in the home automation project, we do not need to replace the bulbs, fans, tube lights. Just we need to the change that is needed is to connect some wires with the relays, that is the wire of a switch and the main line, and we will be easily able to control the appliances remotely. So that's all. Thank you so much.
I request judges to ask questions.
Very good, Anurag. You have done the advanced model of internet, Internet of Things. So tell me, beta, what is internet?
Ma'am, internet is the source from where we will be able to, uh, from any part of the world, we will be able to find anything remotely, search anything, control.
What is LAN manager?
Ma'am, land manager is in this project. The land manager is the source from where all the smart device, the hubs, the lightning control, all manual switches, the ESP32 microcontroller. These all are connected with the land manager, which further gives signal accordingly uh, with what we give remotely the signal.
Okay, if you will do all these things, which radiation is coming, how many radiation is coming from your mobile to your appliances? That is, to which extent it is good for our health? All these radiations are good for our health?
No, ma'am.
To some
Ma'am, but
extent,
this. Ma'am, but in this process, ma'am, now normally people the poverty, the below poverty line people, they face some issues on the electric bills. Many issues they face, and is one of the electric bills. But I don't think they have the budget to install it. But in this case, this can reduce the electric bills.
Yes, this thing you can do. But side by radiations are also not good for health, for our
Yes,
human
ma'am.
health. Okay,
That's
very
the point.
nicely presented. Very nicely
Thank you, ma'am.
presented. Okay. Next.
Okay. Anurag, I think the idea is very good and it is the need of the hour, we understand. So there are so
Yes,
many automated devices are there. And you said that when net connection is not there, still it
Yes,
will
sir.
work. Can you please elaborate little?
Yes,
How
sir.
it will work?
Suppose when the internet connection is not there, suppose we need actually for working remotely, we need a live internet, active internet connection in our device also, as well as the microcontroller ESP32 also. In case of no internet, we will be able to control it through manual switches, regulators, and the that's the LCD screen through which we can see the humidity, temperature that are widely connected with the devices.
For example, when you are not there at your home, you are at your workplace, you are at your school, for example.
Yes, sir.
How
In
can you do
that case, we will be not able to remotely control. Instead, we have to manually go to the home and switch on off.
Okay. Thank you. Very nice idea. Good.
Thank you, sir.
Next participant, Sthita Pragya, code number 116. Sthita Pragya.
Good afternoon, ma'am and sir. I, Sthita Pragyam Parida of class 9, section C, going to present my project named as Smart Barrier for the Army Cantonment. Objective of my project. The objective of my project is to prevent terrorist activities inside military cantonments or other places by increasing the security services. Second point, to modernize the security technology in India. The principle of this device is very simple and easy to understand. The principle of the project is that it uses an LDR sensor which gets activated when and light does not falls on it to control a barrier attached to a motor which rotates when the timer relay amplifies the current received from the LDR sensor. Working of the project. The working of the project is very simple. When light does not falls on the LDR, its resistance increases.
Excuse me, Sthita Pragya, you please click on that cup-like structure, slide play. Above one cup-like structure is there? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, now you can start.
When the light does not falls on the LDR, its resistance increases and the current flowing through it decreases. The current flows from the LDR to the timer relay, which amplifies it as it receives very less current from the LDR sensor. At the same time, the timer relay sends the current to the motor, which rotates the barrier and blocks the road, and the car which has entered the cantonment without permission hits the barrier and stops. We can also use an electric buzzer as an early warning system for the army men to get alert. Here is a circuit diagram of my project. Applications of my project. This device, beside being used in the army cantonments, can be used in Air Force bases, airports, naval bases, etc. It can also be used for civilian purposes, for example, in traffic points to control the crime rate in an area and to ensure that people follow the traffic rules. It can also be used in government buildings, highly classified areas of a country, police stations, hospitals, etc. Let's now see my project. This is my project, which I am going to present before all you. For making this project, we need a 5-volt relay and a timer IC, 3 batteries, some battery caps, a 5-volt buzzer, and two switches, one 5-volt DC motor, and a car to act as an obstacle in between the light and the LDR. Let's see it's working. Now the light is reaching the LDR successfully, hence nothing is happening in the setup. But as soon as the car will block the light, LDR will pass the electric current to the circuit to work. We can see that as soon as the car traveled and blocked the light, the motor rotated and put down the barrier, and the car ultimately hit it and stopped. We can also use a buzzer in it, and it rings and act as an early warning system. In this way, the army men can get alerted and take appropriate steps. Now let's see the conclusion of my project. We can conclude by saying that the project is very useful to protect military bases from proxy warfare like terrorism. It is a multi-purpose project as it can be used in civilian fields like in traffic points and other areas. It can save millions of government properties. This project is very cost effective because it uses simple and cheap electronic devices like an LED or a laser light, relay, etc., which can be available easily. The base of the project is made by reusing waste materials. Instead of depositing the waste materials in the dustbin, and the project can be made with a sum of rupees 250. Future scope of my project. In future, we can use sensors like distance sensors and infrared sensors to control the barrier. We can also use fire extinguishers to extinguish fire caused by the vehicle on hitting the barrier. We can also control the motor rotation by using microcontrollers like Arduino and Raspberry Pi. This is all for my project. Thank you.
Judges are requested to ask questions.
Very nice. Very nice, Vede. Tell me, what do you mean by LDR?
Ma'am, LDR is a type of register which watch when light does not fall through it. Its meaning is light dependent register. It is used as a sensor.
Okay. Achha, how much volt battery you have used there?
Ma'am, I have used a 9-volt battery to power it.
Achha, 9-volt battery, 3 9-volt battery you have used, no?
Ma'am, actually, ma'am, one 9-volt battery is to control the LDR, another one
Yes,
to control the motor, and the third
yes.
one to control the buzzer.
Achha. Okay. Very good project. Very good. Nice. Very nicely presented also very nicely. Good. Sir, please.
Okay, I think very good project. First thing is already whether army cantonment or air force stations or airport, there are already high security zones. So many systems are there. How your project will be more effective? This is the first thing.
Sir, many many of the guards stand near the gates, and in case of any terrorist activity, their precious lives can be they cannot be saved. And we can use the automatic device instead of it, and the guards can be placed inside the airport or air bases to increase the security.
Their life can be saved. Okay. That for example, what will happen? It acts as a barrier. But what will happen to the army vehicles? It will also act as a barrier for the army vehicles also. If the
Sir,
same army.
sir, when when the army vehicles will come, they they can be checked by the controller with any who is sitting in a safe place, and then the system can be off, and the vehicles can go without any problem.
If the terrorists come in the army vehicles, suppose army the same type of vehicles.
So if the terrorists come in the army vehicles, then people there is very less there is very less chance in the modern world to not to recognize them, and how much preparedness we can make, there will be a casualty. So sir, it is not, we can only prevent it, not completely eradicate it.
Good, the idea is good. Another thing that you have said that it can be used in traffic, but will it not lead to accidents? Suppose one vehicle will be stopped at a stance, then will it not be lead to accidents?
Sir, accident means it will be placed away from the means a little away from the zebra crossing, and when the traffic means when there is a red light, it can work and act as a barrier.
Okay. Nice presentation. Very good. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Next is Shreyansh Nayak. Snehan is absent. Snehan Sahu, code number 117. He is absent. Snehan Sahu, 117 is absent. So our next participant is Shreyansh Nayak, code number 118. Be ready, Shreyansh.
Yes. Hello, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes.
Is my screen visible? I'm sharing it.
Yes, it is visible. You can start.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Shreyansh Nayak, and today I'm here to present my project, Oxygen Sensing Belt for Conservancy Workers and Well Diggers. So it is an oxygen sensing belt that would detect the oxygen concentration in the air. And when the oxygen percentage is dangerously low, the buzzer will start buzzing. So most of the conservancy workers, like the manual drain cleaners and the well diggers, find it very difficult to work while carrying a big oxygen cylinder. So they don't use the oxygen cylinders while going down to clean the wells, to dig the wells or to clean the drains, and they die due to lack of oxygen. It is estimated that around 300 manual drain cleaners and many well diggers die due to lack of oxygen, and also many suffer from asphyxiation. So asphyxiation is the loss of consciousness due to lack of oxygen. So the oxygen sensing belt will warn the manual drain cleaners and well diggers about the dangerously low oxygen level and will save their lives. So what happens to us at different oxygen levels? When the oxygen level is greater than 20.9%, we can breathe normally. When it is around 16%, we might start to get some breathing problems. When it is around 14%, asphyxiation occurs, that is, we lose consciousness due to low oxygen levels in the air. And when it is less than 6%, it results in death. So let's see how the model will work. So am I visible?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, visual.
So I'm stopping my share and I will share it again. Okay. So this is an MQ135 air quality sensor and it can be calibrated. Like it will send some values when the oxygen percentage is 21%. And it can also send other values when the oxygen level decreases in the air. So we can calibrate it and we can program it so that when the oxygen percentage is 16%, that is when we start to get some breathing problems, it will send the values to the microcontroller, and the microcontroller will send a signal to the buzzer, and the buzzer will start buzzing. So I'm going to present it now. So this is an Arduino Uno. This is my microcontroller, and this is the sensor, and this is the buzzer. I've also put an LED here. So I'm going to blow air on this. So when I blow air on this, I exhale carbon dioxide. So the oxygen level, the oxygen percentage in air should decrease. So I will just upload the code. It is uploading. So I will blow on this and let's see what happens. So as you can see, the sensor detected it. It sent the values to the Arduino, and the Arduino sent the signals to the buzzer. So this is how it works. And in the real prototype, I've just arranged this to show all the sensors. The real prototype will be very small so that it can be easily fitted in a belt. and that belt will be worn by the conservancy workers around their waist. And that we don't need to use an Arduino. We can directly use a microprocessor and a IC, so which will be a lot cheaper, and it will be also smaller. So I will start sharing my PPT again. So where will it be used? This will be used by people who clean drains manually and also who dig wells manually. They will wear the belt around their waist that will warn them about the dangerously low oxygen levels as they go down. This can be used till manual cleaning of drains is completely replaced by machine cleaning, and wells are completely dug using machines. So benefits and costs. A major benefit is that the workers only have to wear a belt around their waist, and small modules are attached to the belt. Like I said, we can directly use an IC, a buzzer, and the MQ135 sensor. And the government is providing many oxygen cylinders, but the workers find it very difficult to work while carrying big cylinders, so they don't use it and they die. So they won't feel it difficult to work while using this, and this will also save their lives till machines replace manual drain cleaning and well digging. The total setup along with the belt is only around 500 rupees, and it can be mass distributed by the government. Thank you.
Very nice project. Tell me, beta, what is IC? IC?
So IC is just like a miniature circuit. So it contains many miniature components and they are connected with each other. And also a semiconductor like silicon is used to coat it, and there are pins in an IC. So directly it's a compact version of a very complicated circuit that can be easily used.
And how this Arduino is working?
So Arduino consists of an IC that is Atmega 328P. That's the name of the IC. And I'm supplying 5 volts with the Arduino, but the IC can't handle that much. So here is a voltage regulator. This is an inlet pin. So there are 2 types of pins, digital and analog. So in the analog, we can get actual values. I'm using this in analog so that I can get some values. In digital, there are only 2 values for 0 and 1. So this Arduino is just like an
0 and
IC. So this Arduino is just an IC, but we can put pins easier. Like we always don't need to put any jumper pins like socket pins, and directly we can supply a voltage of 9 volts through this socket, and this can be coded easily using Arduino IDE. So this can be used to perform projects.
Very good project. Very good and lifesaver.
And this is the front part. So this is the module I'm talking about. So this mesh, it can detect the air quality.
Good. Very nice, beta.
Thank you.
Sir,
I think,
sir, please.
yes, madam. Idea is very good and it is also useful, very much useful. But
Thank
thing is, once the worker are inside the well, suppose 20 feet or 30 feet,
Yes.
but if there will be oxygen shortage, they will
Yes.
get the alarm. But what they will do if they have not taken the oxygen
Yes,
cylinder?
so they can, so first thing is that it can encourage so they can come out of the wells. Like at around 14% acidification begins, and around 16% the breathing problem will start.
So
So
your
this-
alarming will start from what percentage of oxygen?
16% when slight breathing problem starts. So that it can alarm before the acidification, because if I keep 14%, they would already might have lost consciousness. So alarming will start from 16%.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Can I leave?
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Don't leave, you stay here, but you can stop your video. Then our next participant, Soryadip Mishra, number 119. Soryadip Mishra.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. You can start.
Yes, ma'am. I'm sharing my PPT. Good afternoon, everyone. I, Suryadip Mishra, going to present the working model named as the carbon capture. So now I am going to present the PPT on the model of the model. So this is my project. So this is my PPT. Carbon capture system. The main objective of this carbon capture device is to capture carbon and purify it and reduce air pollution. How does it work? It works under the condition of abnormality in the air above 150 ppm, which is the parts per million. At first, it starts capturing the carbon, then it purifies it and helps in reducing the harmful substances present in the air. It gives a buzzing sound from the buzzer after sensing through a sensor, which is known as MQ sensor, which signifies that the carbon content in the air has crossed 150 ppm, which is the normal air quality index, and it is in a danger level. After this, immediately it will capture the excess carbon amount and it will purify it. The harmful substance will go to the pump and will get stored. Later, it will get purified and then transferred to various industries, pipes, etc. So this way, this system can reduce air pollution in city or states. So this is the carbon capture device system. So the application of the carbon capture system. So it generates electricity. So electricity generation, and second is industrial process, and finally fuels processing. This is the application area of the carbon capture system. This is the carbon capture and storage. The process of purifying the carbon content air and all the hazardous air. So the benefits of the carbon capture system. So it generates additional power, it creates more fuel. Thirdly, it enriches concrete. Fourthly, it bolsters manufacturing operations. And lastly, it creates new jobs. So now I will show my model.
Sorry, Dev, what happened? So your project. Okay. Okay, continue.
Yes. So here in this project, we are showing I'm showing I have used an MQ sensor. It is an MQ sensor, and this is the LED bulb, and here I have used an inlet pipe, and here in this device there is a suction fan, a motor, wires, and LED bulb. So here I have also used an incense stick. So now I am lightening this incense stick. So let's show the incense stick under the MQ sensor of the device. So as you see, when we show the incense stick under the device under the MQ sensor of the device, it starts giving the buzzing sound. Means when the smoke, the harmful smoke is coming out from the incense stick, it detects it. It gives indications. It gives red alert, and it gives buzzing sound to all the people of the city or a state, so that the people will take appropriate steps to clean the environment. So when we show the incense stick under the MQ sensor, the fan also rotates, and it starts purifying the air by rotating, and it takes the air inside it and purifies it. This smoke is containing all hazardous air, and like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, etc. And when it crosses the normal air quality index, which is 150 ppm, or parts per million, it gives red alert to the people. So here I conclude my project. Let me show the PPT. So in this project, to conclude, CCS is a sustainable and a cost-efficient solution to reduce global warming to our planet. And it is found that CCS can capture up to 90% of the carbon and different hazardous air that is emitted from industrial and such resources. As we cannot omit vehicles, as we cannot omit industrialization process, so we can take steps to reduce the global warming, which is the major recent problem in around the world. So thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Very nice, Bete. Which standard yours? Very nice. Bete, which standard you are in?
Class
You are
9.
reading in which? Class 9.
Yes, sir.
Very nicely present all these things. Acha, what is global warming?
Global warming is the means when the weather becomes very hot and it exceeds a certain temperature like 50 degrees Celsius, 60 degrees Celsius. Uh, so because of melting of because of our pollution, the ice melts and the carbon cap the amount of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and the amount of many hazardous air increases. So the atmosphere becomes very hot and it starts global warming when the certain limits of temperature gets exceeded.
Good, good, good. Very nice project, beta.
Thank you
Sir,
so
please.
much. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Suryadev, I think idea is very good. You have said about global warming, but can you say what is greenhouse effect?
Yes, sir. Greenhouse effect means the carbon dioxide gas which sir
Is it related to global warming?
yes sir.
Okay, then.
Sir, to reduce air pollution we can also plant more and more trees.
Okay. Okay, good. Now you have used some sensor, you have said MQ sensor. What is that exactly?
Sir, MQ sensor is the it senses the conductivity upon which there is variability in the air quality.
One thing you have said this can be used to generate additional power. But how you'll capture this carbon and in which way it will help you to generate additional power? Can you little bit elaborate on that? Just in brief, in one line. Okay, am I audible, beta? Yes, Suryadev, am I audible? Is it audible, Suryadev?
Suryadeep audible? Suryadeep, reply. No, I think.
Madam, am I audible? Madam, Bhanu madam?
Yes, sir, you are audible. I think it is
Okay,
not
well,
audible.
no
to
problem.
me.
He has already answered. Idea is very good also, no problem, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Say thank you to
Sir?
Suryadev.
Yes,
Sir, am
Yes,
I
sir.
audible?
Yes, Suryadev, you are audible.
Okay, sir. Sir, yes, sir. I was telling that it captures the carbon from here. It senses the carbon from the MQ sensor and it captures when the fan will rotate, it will capture the carbon. Means it will rotate and the carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide and different, not only carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide but different hazardous air also will get into it inside, and when it will get inside the fan is there, the suction fan, and when it will rotate all the gas will be purified and will be liquefied and it will be pumped into underground for the different geological process.
Will it not go to, going to harm the underground things?
Yes, sir. It will be liquefied and it will be transferred from there by ships and pipelines.
Okay, okay. Thank you, thank you. Nice project.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
thank you very much.
Well done, Suryadeep. Our next participant, Adyasha Pradhan, 120. Be ready, Adyasha.
Yes, ma'am. Good morning, one. Yes. Good afternoon, one and all present over here. Today, I, Adyasha Pradhan of class 9E, is going to present a model on wireless power transmission.
Be little louder, Adyasha. Be little louder.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon, one and all. Today, I, Adyasha Pradhan of class 9E, is going to present a model on wireless power transmission. So, the objective of my project is to develop a new generation energy creation and utilization system from moving vehicles. Our developed system automatically draws extra energy from vehicles and wirelessly transfers it to street lights, which can be further used to provide electricity in villages. The same energy can be stored and utilized in multiple purposes and may power small villages near national highways. This project is based on Tesla coil concept and investigates wireless power transfer concept that transfers electrical energy wirelessly to a device having load attached to it. A Tesla coil is used to produce high voltage, low current, high frequency alternating current electricity. Tesla coil works with electromagnetic induction. By using this project, we may conserve the energy. Wireless power transmission, wireless energy transmission or electromagnetic power transfer is the transmission of electrical energy without wires as a physical link. In a wireless power transmission system, a transmitter device driven by electric power from a power source generates a time varying electromagnetic fields. This is how we can transfer power from vehicles. There are various applications of wireless power transmission in daily life. For example, wireless charging of mobile phones. This is how wireless power transmission system works. Now, I would like to present the model that I have made. Thank you. So this is the model that I have made. We can light a bulb using the Tesla coil. Suppose a car is running and it stops running due to drainage of battery or for any other reason. Then another emergency vehicle, another wireless power transferring vehicle can transfer its power to the vehicle that requires this energy to run. As you can see, this vehicle is taking charge, and after 10 to 15 minutes, both these vehicles will start running together. Yes. And when a car stands in a toll gate for 10 to 15 minutes, some extra energy is generated by the car, which can be used to light up the street lights. And we can provide this energy to the villages to light up the village like this. And Tesla coils can also be used to light bulbs wirelessly. Example, as you can see, this bulb is glowing wirelessly because of the Tesla coil. And there are some demerits of Tesla coil that it generates a high frequency radioactive radio waves which can harm us, and we should take precautions and we should not touch the coil while it is working, because it produces high heat energy. Thank you, sir.
Very nice, beauty. Very nice presentation.
Thank you.
Tell me, what is Tesla?
Ma'am,
What is Tesla coil?
Tesla coil is a coil invented by Nikola Tesla, which is used to transmit power wirelessly.
It works on which principle?
Sorry, ma'am?
Tesla coil works on which principle?
Sorry, ma'am, I have no idea.
How much energy it will produce such that you can run vehicle and the street light will be glow?
Ma'am, nearly
Village area.
120 volts AC.
120 volts. How much kilometer your vehicle will run?
I have no idea.
Okay. Okay. Nicely presented, very nicely. Okay.
Okay, I think Adesha, thank you for nice concept. But are you going to recommend this?
Yes, sir. Definitely, we would recommend this to government, as many villages are not having the privilege of getting electricity. Toll gates may conserve that energy from electrical vehicles, so that every village of India can get the privilege of having electricity.
But you are saying on one, it is going to produce some radioactive substances. Radioactive
Yes, sir,
will be there.
if we carry on this project, if we research more on this project, then we can definitely take out a solution for this.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice presentation, Adhyasa. Get ready, Swastik Mishra. 121. Code number 121, Swastik Mishra.
Good afternoon, judges. Me, Swastik Mishra of class 9C, going to present on our RFID. It is based on the smart parking system. Let me share the screen. The RFID parking software enable us to control and manage the environment because of the tag system. As the technology is not new anymore, so the RFID tags are available at the market at low price. It makes the entry and exit more secure, especially to the areas where the unauthorized vehicle is not allowed. The technology can be applied to the existing barriers and checkposts to provide a simple way for unique hand-free identification for cars. The quality and the peace of mind are guaranteed with the efficient parking system. The entry and exit for vehicles are now in a quick way at single or multiple points. The vehicles can also be monitored at any place like institution, offices, parking lots, and malls. The advanced technology assures the security of vehicles, and data can easily be retrieved via RFID cards to tag. RFID tags cannot be removed easily from the car. They broke down into pieces if anyone tries to remove it from the vehicle. Here are the materials used. RFID tags. The full form of RFID is radio frequency identification, radio frequency reader, Arduino Uno, and servo motor. Let me show the module. Here is my model. It is the customer who enters the mall, and he will get the RFID tag and enter the car number.
Focus the camera properly on your model. Okay.
The RFID reader will read the camera, read the ID, and it will allow the customer to park the car. Then another.
Listen. Swastik, make your camera or place your camera in a particular place, fix it properly, focus it properly, then give explanation. Okay.
Yes,
focus it first, focus it properly.
Then another person comes with this. He wants to steal that car, and there will be one ID for him also. He will enter the same car number, but it will be the wrong ID key. So the customer, so that thief will not be allowed to steal the car. That's all. Thank you.
Listen, Swastik, your project is not at all visible properly to the judges, and your explanation is not clear too. Can you fix the camera at one place? Show your project properly. Can you explain it again?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. First, fix the camera at one place, please. Focus it first.
Yeah, there are two examples. One is there is one customer, and there is one thief.
You are not visible. You are not visible. Your project is not visible. Switch on your video. Yes. Then Mrs. Sir, please focus the camera on project, sir.
There are two examples. There is one customer and the thief. The customer wants to enter the mall. The RFID reader will read the tag given to the customer, and it will allow the customer to park the car. When the thief will come and enter the same car number, it will and he will also get another RFID code, but it will not let him enter the mall. That's all. Thank you.
Okay. What is RFID? Okay, so stick better. Say what is RFID?
Yes, ma'am. RFID, ma'am. Radio frequency identification.
What do you mean by radio frequency?
Ma'am, it is like a type of a wireless wireless identification of a frequency, which identifies and amplifies the frequency to the electrical.
How much range of frequency it is?
The cost of this project is 8 rupees.
Range of frequency is known as radio frequency. How much range of frequency is known as radio frequency?
Below 20K, above 20K hertz.
20K hertz. Okay. So this is a wireless communication.
Yes.
The detector can detect without having any physical touch, also without any physical contact.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, this is advanced technology, no? Okay, you are working on the advanced technology on your ATL lab, no? Good one, good. Okay,
Yes,
sir, you
ma'am.
proceed.
Okay, thank you, Swastik. You have tried a lot to present. It was nice concept also. But my one concern is that how to detect between the customer and the thief. By using this, how will do it?
So the customer will enter his car number, but when the thief will come, sir, he will also get another RFI tag. So that will not match with the RFI reader. So it will not allow the thief to steal the car.
Same number. If same car number, he will enter.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Jagdish Prasad Patnaik, 122. Jagdish Prasad Patnaik, 122. Be ready.
Yes, ma'am. Am I visible, sir?
Yes, yes, you are visible. Take out your mask. Remove your mask.
Ma'am, let's start.
Yes, yes, start.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Jagdish Prasad Patnaik from class 10, section F. Today, I am going to exhibit my project Elegant Drive. Now, let's first see what are the problems we are going and trying to solve in this project. First, we'll look at the population of our country, which is about more than 138 crores now, and the number of vehicles in our country, that is more than 300 million. Then we'll look at some numbers, that is we emit about 250 tons of carbon dioxide and 40,000 kgs of fuel is wasted only waiting idle in the traffic, and 48 hours per year an engine wastes sitting idle in the traffic only for waiting the signals. And from them, 80% of the drivers don't switch off their vehicles while waiting in the traffic. So this leads to fuel wastage, air pollution, different types of health issues like respiratory problems and eye itching, and global warming, finally. So I found a solution to that. I have developed a small device which would automatically turn off the vehicles which are kept turned on by the drivers while waiting at the traffic square. Now let's see what are the technologies I have used in this. I have used radio communication and frequency transmitter, radio frequency receiver, some sensors, and a microcontroller. Now let's see the working of it. How does it work and how does it turn off the vehicles which are waiting turned on in the traffic square? First, we look at three conditions. The first condition is we will see that the vehicle which is coming is in the range of the traffic square or not. This can be seen by using radio signal, in which one receiver will be fixed in the vehicle, and the transmitter will be in the traffic square. And when the vehicle will enter the traffic square, we can know that it is in the range of the traffic square. Then we'll see that the driver is holding the clutch or not, because many drivers hold the clutch while waiting for the traffic, keeping their vehicles turned on. Then the condition 3 is we will check that the vehicle is moving or not. We can see this by detecting that the wheels of the vehicle are moving or they are standstill. Now, if these three conditions are satisfied, then the device will automatically turn off the vehicle after 2 seconds, and then the driver can turn on the vehicle back on at green signal. Now let's see some of the advantages of this. This will prevent unnecessary wastage of fuel. It will save environment and it will reduce pollution. There will be no respiratory and eye problems while waiting in the traffic square. There will be decrease in carbon dioxide levels and eventually in global warming. Now I will show the working of my project. Is my project visible? Hello, ma'am.
Not visible. Now visible, but you stop sharing the screen so that your camera will be, video will be visible properly. Project part. Yes. Now okay.
Yes, ma'am. So, ma'am, you can see this is the representation of a traffic square. Ma'am, these are the parts which will be fixed in the vehicle. These are the parts which will be fixed in the vehicle, and this is the part which will be in the this is the part of the vehicle, and these parts all will be in the traffic square. So so here is the indication about the different conditions. So we can see this is the indicator for the engine is turned on or off. So first, when it will enter in the traffic square, we can see that it's showing here that it is inside the traffic. So the first condition is satisfied. Then we'll see that the car has stopped in the traffic square or it is passing by through it. So now this switch is for that the vehicle is moving or not. So I will close this switch. That means that this is not moving anymore. After that, we'll take another condition that the clutch has been pressed or not. So now the vehicle has been stopped and the clutch has been pressed. Now we can see that the engine will stop. Now we can see that the engine has stopped, and here it is showing that the ignition has been turned off before it was on. So now when the signal will be green, I can turn it on again, and the ignition has started. It is again on and the wheel is moving. After that, if again it's in the traffic square, it will show that it is in the traffic square, and we will put that the vehicle isn't moving, and then another condition that the clutch has been pressed, and then it will again turn off the ignition. That's it. Thank you. Please ask any questions.
Okay, beta, you have done very nicely presented. Acha,
Thank you, ma'am.
what is the range? What is the
Ma'am,
range?
excuse me, ma'am. Just a second.
Yes, yes.
Actually, all are here requesting to show the project, the full project at a time.
Yes,
Actually,
ma'am.
part
Yes,
by
ma'am.
part, you are showing, and the camera is shaking also. Whole project you show.
Now is it visible?
Yes.
And here are the traffic lights. And this is the vehicle part.
Mhm.
And this is the traffic part.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. You can continue asking.
Mm. How much? What is the range of it can, which up to which range it can detect?
And this we can modify with ma'am different transmitters and receivers, ma'am, according to the traffic square.
According to the traffic square, it within the
Yes,
range
ma'am.
of
Yes,
that.
ma'am. Like if some traffic square is like small traffic square, then we can fit different types of transmitter and receiver with different type of transmitter for that. According to different ranges, we'll adjust the ranges so that when the vehicle only gets into the traffic square, then only it gets shut down, not while it's outside.
Yes, within that range only it can work.
Yes, ma'am.
Acha. So then, tell me what is the you told about one fuel, one ignition temperature.
Yes, ma'am. Those are the
Another
three
one,
conditions we'll be checking, ma'am, before turning
three
off the.
conditions.
Yes, ma'am. The first condition is, ma'am, we'll check that the vehicle is inside the traffic range or not, like in the square or not.
Yes.
It shouldn't be
Yes.
outside the traffic square, right? So when it will be inside the traffic square, first that is the first condition. The second condition is
condition.
that the tires are the tires of the vehicle are moving or not. If they are moving, that means he is crossing the traffic square. If he is just standing only, then that means it won't be moving. So when these two conditions are satisfied, we will look at the clutch, because while turning it on, we put the clutch, right, like so to keep it turned on and stand. So if these three conditions are satisfied, then we'll know that he is standing in the traffic square and holding the clutch and turning on the vehicle. So then it would automatically turn off the vehicle, and then when the green signal will be there, he can turn it on back.
Yes, how much cost effective it is?
Ma'am, less than 1,000. I'm less than 1,000.
Less than 1.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very nice presentation. Very nicely presented.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay, Jagdish, very good idea. Only
Yes,
what
sir.
madam was asking about that range. For example, it depends on different traffic squares.
Yes, sir.
The traffic intensity will be different.
Yes, sir.
Did you get the point? So how it will do?
So, sir, we can see that, like,
And it also depends on the time. In the evening, traffic will be more there.
yes, sir. We can, sir, either sir, here I have used that as a representation. While we'll be using it in the real life, there will be different types of situations. So we'll have to program it, the transmitter, in that way only, that we'll be seeing, we'll be customizing it according to the traffic squares. Like if there is a big traffic square, like we'll increase the range, or if it is a small, then we'll decrease the range. And we can also change it by through programming through a microcontroller with timing, that if it is in the evening time, like you can increase the range a little bit. According to time, you can increase and decrease that one, like changing it through the programming down in the traffic square.
Okay. One of the condition you have said that clutch, but in case of automatic vehicles where clutch is not there, how it will work?
So then we'll do according to the first two conditions.
First two condition can also satisfy.
Yes.
Thank you.
So first two conditions are like they're like permanent one. Third one is like optional one. So first two one is like he's inside the traffic and he has like tires aren't moving, so he's inside the traffic and waiting only, keeping the vehicle turned on. The clutch is to know so that we can like verify completely that he is standing in and holding the clutch. This is third optional one I have added.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Well done. Very nice presentation, Jagdish.
Thank
Next,
you,
Bidhu Bhushan Patra, 123. Bidhu Bhushan.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let me share my PPT first. Is my screen visible?
Yes, yes, visible.
Okay. So, honorable judges, my respected teachers of my school, and my dear competent competitors present here. Myself, Vidubhushan Patra of class 11 section E, present here and get fortunate to get an opportunity to participate in this science exhibition, which is based on the broad topic that is technology and its impact on society and environment. And as we all know that our technology has wide branches all over the world, today I have chosen its sub-branch, that is bioagricultural related technology. So and let us move to our model, that and the main objectives of my model, it has two aims. The first one is to ensure uniform distribution of chemical fertilizers using modern technology over a wide area of crop field, which will enhance the productivity. To control the uses of excess of chemical fertilizers that penetrate to cause groundwater pollution. So we have come to our name that is commonly used in both of these points, that is fertilizers. So surely I have used my name of the project, that is NPK Techno Distributor. N for nitrogen, P for phosphorus, K for potassium. And this is the overall image of my project, which I will show later. And all that I needed was simple things that I went to an electronic shops and they were all available. The first thing was the cylindrical bottles, 3 cylindrical bottles that is available in every homes. 8-meter linear rods to make the bottle stick to those rods, 20 ml syringe, 3 mm IV tube for connecting to the bottles, 5 millimeter syringe, 3 I have taken, then 12 volt valves. I will show that in my model. Then 12 volt relay modules, 7-8 some transistors that I have taken to amplify the current, that is 7805 transistor and DC 547 transistor. And I have also taken a DC submersible motor that is which is connected to 9 volt high watt battery. Then here comes to the programming and circuit part, that is DST, digital humidity and temperature sensor, and moisture sensor. All these are programmed by Arduino and which has been held by my father. And key features of my project, that is we can control our device staying anywhere using our phone, anywhere in the world. We can program the microcontroller according to the plant NPK ratio needs. We can use the submersible motor to increase or decrease the water flow. This project sends temperature, humidity and moisture data to our phone, and we can control the switches of the we can control the flow of water or anything, and that is the flow of chemical fertilizers to our crop field using our phone. And we can supply water according to the moisture level of the plant. Here moisture sensor is also there. So let me come to my model. I will stop sharing my PPT. Okay. Am I audible?
You are audible and visible. The project is also visible. Start.
Okay. Here I have taken a small container which will be act as a tank in the field, which will contain water. And here a DC motor is submerged in this water and comes to the 3 containers, that is nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Under these 3 containers, I have used that IV tubes, which is connected to 3 valves. You can see the 3 valves here. This will control the flow of chemical fertilizers according to our need, according to the plant's need. We can control this using these valves. And here I have used 3 syringes, 1, 2, 3, and 2 sanitizer bottles. I have used homemade project, and this is the 20 mm syringe through which the 3 syringes, small syringes, are connected. And through this tank, the pipe is connected to this first sanitizer. Then these 3 chemical fertilizers will be added to it, and this will become a fertile water, which will finally go to our crop field. And let us come to the circuit part. Here is the circuit part. So I have used a microcontroller here, which is made by programming. which can detect hotspot Wi-Fi, so that we can control our device, control the flow of water as well as the chemical fertilizers according to our wish, according to the plant's need. And here is the circuit board. Here are relay, 12-volt relays used, 3 relays for the 3 valves. I have shown that the 3 valves are connected to the 3 containers. This control the current efficiency of the valves present. And 9-volt high watt battery is used to control the power of the motor. And here this device is the temperature and humidity sensor, and this is the switch of the motor. And here I have taken the moisture sensor is here, and I can show the app, the working of the app, how it works, and show you how the water flows through the valve. So this part I'm showing. Is my phone screen visible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Here I have color buttons, that is for blue nitrogen. I am just turning on the, here the flow of water. Can you see?
Yes, you continue.
Yes. The flow of nitrogen is drop by drop. We can see that it is going to the 20 mm big series. And similarly, we can control the potassium, that is red color, and here phosphorus, that is green color. We can control the drop by drop, how it goes. Then here you can see the temperature, humidity, and moisture. Which moisture is continuously fluctuating because the water content is low, and water is going slow gradually into the crop field. So that was all about my project, and this is the overall project. Hope you can see it.
Completed, Bidhushan? Presentation
Yes,
done?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Judges can ask question now.
Yes, very nice presentation, Bete. Acha, tell me that Venturi meter, what you are using, what is that effect?
Yes, ma'am. The Venturi effect is used in that 20 mm big syringe. That is the constricted region, because the sanitizer bottles, 2 sanitizer bottles are there which have larger cross section. But between them is connected the 20 mm syringe which have lesser radius than the 2 sanitizer bottles, for which the fluid pressure becomes low in that constricted area. And that is the use of Venturi effect.
What is velocity? If pressure effect is there, then velocity of flow, what will happen to velocity of flow?
Ma'am, velocity will decrease.
So velocity will decrease. Which principle it is?
Ma'am, that is the effect, Venturi effect.
It is which principle of physics is working here? You are standard 11, na? You are in standard 11. Properties of fluid chapter is there. Now, which principle is used here in case of Venturi meter? Say you know. Yes, you know. Say. Venturi meter is the application of which principle? Yes, it is there in your book. See.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Very nice project. And all these things you can control, no, by help of your mobile.
Yes, ma'am. Just one hotspot is connected to the phone. Then with another device signed into that account, we can control anywhere in the world.
You can control anywhere, whatever may be the position, wherever you are.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Nice project. Okay.
I think good, Vidhubhushan, for presentation is nice, but can it be applied in large areas?
Yes, sir. Large area. I have shown it in a small containers, but it can be used by technical farming, that is using modern technology, who are using they are means they are using products and buying things for using the modern technology to increase their productivity.
But will you recommend these fertilizers, because fertilizer also can lead to pollution,
Yes, sir.
polluting the soil?
Yes, sir. So in the rural areas and also urban areas, if fertilizers are not used properly, then means that excess use of fertilizers can penetrate through the means the soil and can cause water pollution. But we can control the amount of fertilizers necessary for the plants using our device, and so that those fertilizers will be fully utilized by our plants, and also there may be pollution, but it will be very less, not like that excess pollution.
Do you think that all the farmers are going to implement it?
I think the government of India will definitely, if they know about this idea, they can surely apply it and give this idea to every farmers who are using modern technology to enhance their productivity and yield of the crop field.
Okay, idea, good idea. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very nice presentation, Bidhu Bhushan Patra. So our next participant, Ronit Patnaik, 124. 124. Ronit.
Yes, sir.
Start.
Good afternoon, everyone present over here. Honorable judges, respected teachers, and all my dear friends. I, Ronit Patnaik of Vileveni, going to present on my project, the optical fiber, the pillar for the next generation. Going to show the PDF. Is the screen visible?
Yes, visible. Start.
Yes, the optical fiber for the next generation. Here is the objective of the project. Optical fiber is a bone for the world.
Slide play. Above 1 cup.
Yes.
Yes, slide, so do it.
Yes. This is the objective of the project. Optical fiber is a bone for the world. It is used for the transfer of information without any external interruption. For that, it is used in various types of field. The information carried out by the light wave should need a guiding medium through which it can be transferred safely. The guiding medium is called an optical fiber. Here are the different parts of the optical fiber. The inner part is called the core, and above that a cladding is there, and above that jacket is present. Here is how electrical impulses are transmitted from one part to the other. Here, when the electrical impulse is given to the transmitter of the optical fiber, then it is converted to the light impulse, and after that, when it is converted to the light impulse, there is a receiver on the other end that again converts the light impulse to the electrical impulse, and the signal is reached to our destination. Why we should prefer optical fiber rather than copper for transmitting information? Here is the reason. Optical fiber transmits light pulses that can be used for analog or digital transmission. It can be used in voice, computer data, video, etc. Optical wires or other metals can carry the same types of signal with electrical pulses. Here are various types of application done by the optical fiber in various types of field. It is used in telecommunication field, in civil, consumer and industrial application, in military application, in broadband application, in decoration, etc. These are the advantages for using optical fiber. It has an immense bandwidth to utilize, total electrical isolation in the transmission medium, very low transmission loss, and it is small size and lightweight, high signal security, very low power consumption. This is how optical fiber is laid between continents in the submarine, means in the ocean region. For that, we can communicate with other countries or other nations of the world. These are the pictures of optical fiber. Optical fiber cable. A bundle of optical fiber consists of thousands of individual fiber webs as thin as a human hair, measuring 0.00 millimeter in diameter, known as optical fiber cable. Here is a brief explanation of different parts of optical fiber. A core, the glass or the plastic with a higher index of refraction than the cladding. It carries the signal. Down there, cladding. It is made of glass or plastic with a lower index of refraction than the core. Above that, buffer coating is there. It protects the fiber from damage and moisture. And above that, jacket is there. It protects the optical fiber from baking, such that it also holds one or more fibers in a cable. This is the mechanism in the optical fiber. When the light enters from one end of the fiber, strikes the interference of the core and cladding at a greater angle of incidence, the light beam undergoes total internal reflection and passes along the length of the optical fiber. These are the pictures of optical fiber. This is how optical fiber is laid underground. Thank you. This is all. Now I am going to show the model of the optical fiber. As you can see, this is optical fiber, and I am using a laser beam to transmit electromagnetic impulse or light impulse. This is the input of the optical fiber. As you can see, inserted it, and I have started the laser beam. As the input is transmitted, it reaches the other end of the receiver within a fraction of a second, as you can see. It can also do done in a blinking way. And as you can know that optical fiber also has a very wide range. So I am used a 2 kilometer wound optical wire that is wound inside this box. As you can see, it reaches the other end in a fraction of a second also. It can also done in a blinking way. Thank you.
Judges can ask questions now.
Yes.
Ronit, be
Very
prepared.
Yes,
Ronit, very nicely explained. Tell me, optical fiber based on which principle? Optical fiber works on which principle? Not audible. It is.
Sorry, ma'am. Actually, I was muted.
Ronit, you are not audible.
Now I'm audible.
Okay. Optical
Place the
fiber
mic
works
nearer to
on
your mouth.
which principle?
Now I'm audible.
Yes. Sir.
Actually, it works on the principle of total internal reflection. Inside the core, as glass or plastic is placed, so total
What
internal.
is total internal reflection? What is total internal reflection?
Ma'am, when a light beam enters through a glass or a lens, ma'am, so it moves towards the normal. Ma'am, as the refractive index increases, it moves towards the normal, and this is total internal reflection.
What is refractive index?
Ma'am, refractive index. It is the ratio of the speed of light in vacuum by the speed of light in the medium.
Achha, speed of light in vacuum to the speed of light in medium. It is absolute refractive index or relative refractive index?
And that is absolute refractive index.
And what is relative refractive index?
Ma'am, relative refractive index means the speed of light in that medium with respect to speed of light in another medium. Means in absolute we are comparing it with air, and a relative we are comparing with another object.
Achha, besides this cable line, anywhere else we are using optical fiber?
Yes, ma'am. We can also use in machines. Means you can use in laptop for transmission of signals from one laptop to another laptop, or we can also
In
use a digital.
medicines? In medicine, any?
Yes, ma'am. You can use when if communication problem is there, you can contact to a doctor to treat this also.
Yes, the optical fiber, that is cable line only. In our diagnosis, for any diagnosis purpose also, we are using optical fiber or not?
Yes, ma'am. And yes, ma'am. In medicines, while doing operations, doctor can use this.
Tell me how much length of the optical fiber you are having?
Ma'am, inside this box that I have shown, 2 kilometer wire is there. Ma'am, you can use
2 kilometer, how much it costs?
ma'am, up to 1,000, 2,000 rupees.
1,000, 2,000?
Yes, ma'am.
I think it's very costly. I think it's more than that.
No, ma'am, actually, I am using a thin optical fiber. If you use a thicker, then it may cost more because it is laid underground, so more maintenance is required.
Ah, okay. Okay, good, good. Okay. Okay, sir.
I think Ronit, I think already Madam has asked everything. Yes, right. The presentation is nice, but already optical fiber it is there. It is used in telecommunication and all the field. In which way your project will be better? What you want to suggest? It is already there.
Sir,
Various
but
field it
in
will-
every household it is not used. Sir, means we
You
are
can
using wireless communication, sir. So, sir, government should means to give more preferences to this.
So that household can be connected. Nearby houses can be connected.
So means we can do communication in every weather condition, sir. So means when weather is bad, sir, so wireless communication is interrupted. But this, sir, no interruption will be there, sir.
But cost may be a problem, as already stated by Madam.
Yes, sir, because maintenance cost is very high.
Okay, anyway, nice presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Very nice presentation by each and every students. Well done all. And thank you all teachers present over here. And the special thanks to our respected judges, Ma'am Durgesh Nandini Samal and Sir Subhadipta Jena. Thank you, sir and ma'am, for taking the time to be here today and give your valuable suggestions and judging our students. Thank you, ma'am and sir.
Thank you, Madam.
Thank you, sir. Students, you may leave now. Students, you may leave now.
Thank you, ma'am.
Students, you can leave now. Sir and ma'am, after that you can send it to my email ID. So I'm leaving now. You can also leave now. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Leave breakout.